All right, we are here with the all-time leader in three-pointers for a rookie, Keegan Murray. I almost want to say Keegan
Murray.
Exactly. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. So
You're not, listen, and I love this about you. You're not the most outwardly like guy, but last night, honestly, I know you got bigger things to do, bigger fish to fry. But how did it feel breaking that record?
I think it was cool just because you don't have really anyone asking about you anymore when you're gonna break it. So I think that was the biggest thing. But no, it was cool to be there, and my teammates' reaction was pretty cool as well. So no, everyone was excited, and the fact that we got a clinch a playoff spot too that same night was special. So.
There were a decent amount of Kings fans there. Did you hear their reaction, knowing that they knew when you broke the record?
I don't even know because I was focused on it because Domas was running down the court celebrating, so
Yeah.
I was kind of watching him the whole time. But I heard the reactions afterwards. My dad sent me a video, so it was pretty cool, especially at that point. And then at the end of the game, so.
It's funny. Whether it's you, Malik, Kevin, the people that have been here just for a year, you're all very familiar enough with the history with this team, or lack thereof. 16 years, record for longest drought, and you broke that. But for you, you've never not gone to the playoffs with the Sacramento Kings. Every single year you've been in the league, the Sacramento Kings have made the playoffs. So you don't really need to think about that history at all.
Yeah, no. I mean, when during the draft process and leading up to the season, that was pretty much all you'd hear in Sacramento, and when you go around town, stuff like that. And but I mean, it's pretty cool to have your first year, especially in my draft position, to be able to get to the playoffs and be as high a seed as we are. So I think it just shows what we have on our team, what we have in our front office.
What was the best part of last night, of the clinching night?
The best part about last night, I'd probably say the locker room afterwards. Just recognizing the kind of people that have been here for the long run, especially Miguel, our equipment manager, Mel, those kind of people that have been here. So I think that was special, and I feel like the locker room was really fun after the game.
How much time do you spend, and I have a feeling that time has already expired, but how much time do you allow yourself to think about, we played, it's awesome, super, and okay, we have the rest of the season, maybe we'll get the 2 seed, we got to hold the 3, and oh, by the way, we have playoffs.
Yeah, I think, clinching it's awesome just because the drought that we've been through, but Mike Brown, he's put in our heads that we have a lot more to accomplish this season, a lot more going forward, and that's kind of the mindset that we have. So I'm sure guys, we have practice this afternoon, and I think that'll be a point in time where we start focusing on our game tomorrow and the games ahead.
As far as the record for you, I mean, you said now you don't have to hear about people asking you about it anymore. When you break it, you can put some good distance on it. What will it mean to you when this season's done and the years ahead that you own a pretty significant record?
Yeah, I mean, looking back on it, I feel like it'll be really special just to see my name with a lot of great shooters that are in this league right now and have been in this league. So I just think, especially a couple years from now, I'll look back on it and just kind of recognize its true form and what it really means. So, but right now it's kind of not really sitting in yet. So, but hopefully I can put a little bit of distance on it.
Something we've talked about on the show about you is, listen, every year, as you know, pretty much the Kings are terrible. They get a high draft pick. That draft pick comes in, and whether it's Tyreek Evans, DeMarcus Cousins, De'Aaron Fox, so many of them, Thomas Robinson, the ones that didn't necessarily work out, there's this massive pressure, like, you're the savior, you're the guy, welcome to the NBA, kid, now you have to do everything. And for you, you were a very high draft pick, but the difference was you come into a team of vets, you're able to fit in your own way. How much did that really help you settle in as opposed to the other way?
Yeah, I think especially compared to just the teams around me in my draft position, we have two all-stars this year in Fox and Domas, and obviously Kevin Herter's proven himself this season. Malik's been a spark for us off the bench, and we just got a lot of guys that put them all in the basket. So I figured people wouldn't really like it, but I knew I wasn't going to be the guy on this team, and I just tried to find a way for myself to create a spot on this team where I could contribute in a positive way and help us win games. So that was kind of my goal going into the year. Not really worried about putting up 18 and 10 a game or anything like that. Just trying to do what I needed to do to have us win ball games.
What's seemingly so encouraging for the team and for you is a lot of people believe there's even more for you to offer to the team this year and in years to come. As you see that, what other areas do you think you can still provide as you grow in your career?
Yeah, I think right now I've kind of just been spot shooting threes. Everything I've been doing has kind of been within our offense and things like that. And one thing I really want to get better at is defensively, because Mike, he's been hard on me all season, and I feel like that's the best thing for me right now because I know I can be a really good defender in this league, and I haven't really had that opportunity in college to be able to guard the ball, guard high-level wing players, best wing players in the league. So I think I've shown flashes of being really good. I've also shown flashes of being really bad. So it's just kind of being more consistent and just getting better on that side of the ball. And then offensively, I know that I have a lot more to my game than what I'm showing right now. And I'm just excited to have a full offseason of work and get better on that end.
When you talk about having more to your game, we know Coach Brown has challenged you to take the ball down the floor, cross somebody up, do your thing, and you've done that at times. Sometimes that's blamed or not blamed on, but the thought is, well, Keegan's a rookie, and it's he'll get his aggression the more he becomes a veteran. Is that the case, or sometimes you get a feeling it's not an aggression thing; it's just a fit thing. If it's either there or it's not, you're not going to force it.
Yeah, it's not an aggression thing at all. I mean, there's times where I know where I can be really aggressive. There's times where I feel like if I can give it to another guy, we can get a better shot or a better look, or we can get into our offense. So it's just a thing where I'm trying to play with the other guys on the court and the other four guys because they're all really good players in their own sense. So it's not an aggression thing at all. It's just doing what's best for our team on that side on that offensive end.
Now you mentioned Coach Brown. I've heard him do some Keegan impressions. Do you have a Coach Brown impression?
I don't know. The other thing I remember was him just turning the Jets on and hitting the quarter, but I don't really know how to do his voice.
Because he'll be like, he said, when you said, "Oh, I got some wiggle, Coach," and he's gonna, I figured you got one back for him. No, I'm pushing. I'm trying.
I mean, you've heard the impression he does, though, right?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Okay. Is it good?
Yeah. Do you think it's accurate?
I don't know. I feel like I sound different in my head than I do.
Right.
Hopefully, so.
So we've, and I think it's great that, whether it's coach, whether it's the fans, whether it's your teammates, you recognize that it's all love when people are having fun with how quiet you may seem or your menu choices, which is what we're going to get to next. Now, I'm not one to tell, I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, Keegan, you got to try all these foods."
Yeah.
I am curious though, are there any foods that you've tried since you've been in the NBA with your teammates or whatever that you've gone, "Oh, okay, well, where's that been my whole life? I'm gonna mix that in."
I'm not gonna lie, my taste palette has gotten worse throughout the season. So I feel like the more food I try, the less I want to try. So, but like I don't know, I've tried like halibut, lamb. Don't like any of those. So.
I feel that.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
What was this? Yeah. Did I read you tried or you didn't want to try sushi, or you did?
I tried sushi.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Like it was like raw, so I didn't really want to eat it. But like on game days, I eat chicken and rice in a bowl with hot sauce 3 times a day. So
3 times?
3 times.
Lunch and dinner, or just multiple meals?
Lunch, before the game, after the game.
Is your brother the same way?
Yeah.
Same. You guys are both the same way. Huh?
Yeah, we're the exact same.
Wow.
Well,
your parents, do they do that too? What's going on?
No. My sister probably has the craziest taste buds ever. Like she'll eat anything, but it's just a twin thing, I guess.
So when you guys were kids, and like, did you get the whole like finish your food, or you don't get any dessert or whatever, or were your parents pretty cool with trying to work around your taste buds?
No, it was finish your food. Like we'd be having like tuna fish and noodles and stuff, and we'd have to eat that, and I hated that. That was the worst meal ever. But I had to finish it.
So last thing, as you know, because you are one, rookies are paid on a scale. The higher you're drafted, the more you're getting paid on your rookie deal. Would you rather your brother get drafted higher, make some more money, and go to a different team, or would you rather him get drafted? Let's call it 5 spots of a difference. Going to cost him a little bit of money, but he gets to be your rookie, and the Kings draft him. Do you have a preference? And would you make him wear like a Hello Kitty backpack or something?
Shoot, that's a tough question. It's like a would you rather.
Yeah,
right. Have you thought about playing with him?
Yeah. I feel like if he came to Sacramento, it'd be cool. Just to have him kind of go through what I went through, and I know that the situation would be right for him. But if he finds a better team and it's a higher draft spot, I think it's the fit for him. So whatever team best fits him, it might not be Sacramento, it might be. So I'm just excited to see where he goes.
Yeah, it just wouldn't work though, right? You Keegan Murray, like that's just it's ingrained. It fits. I don't think it fits as well for him.
You can't really do Chris.
Yeah.
Christopher.
No, it's not going to work.
Do you get that, by the way, when just walking around town? Do people just yell that? Like,
yeah,
Are they expecting you to say Murray?
No, I'm not saying Murray. I get it walking around the facility too, and I've never said Murray once.
Never once?
Nah.
Stop it. All right. Congratulations.
Yes,
you've got a lot more work to do. You know that better than anyone, but I hope you realize, and I think you do at a young age, that it's a little different in this town, and I think Iowa probably helped you with that. Being there, that college town. This is kind of college town, and we did 4 hours of a radio show this morning, and you had people calling in, crying, talking about relatives that got them into the Kings and aren't with us anymore, their own children. I think you guys have a really good perspective on what this means to the city. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, we know what it means to Sacramento. I feel like we knew that kind of before the season, so we just kind of wanted to exemplify that during the season. We're happy. We're extremely glad that we could do that. So.
All right. Awesome. Well, good luck to you. If your brother does come here, you guys can pull resources for food. Just have a fridge filled with hot sauce and chicken
and rice.
And rice.
That's all we need.
All right. That's Keegan Murray of your Sacramento Kings. We will be right back.